Good morning YouTube, welcome back to some Civ 5 and a new playthrough, which is going to be good fun. I'm just deciding who I'm going to be before we pick the leader. Now, there was a type of map I really did want to go on, so let's just quickly take a look at a Terra map. Now, a Terra map is essentially a Pangea map where everybody starts on the Pangea, and there's a second big continent off maybe to the left or the right, depending on where you are on the island, and that is completely uninhabited. So essentially, it's a sort of brave new world, I guess you could say, where as soon as you get navigation and astronomy, you can move across the sea and settle a completely new continent. So it's quite a fun map. It's a bit like Fractal in its sort of randomness, so that's good. I'm going to have a try at a huge map. I reckon with the new system setup that we've got, we should be able to handle it. If you don't know that I have sort of changed around which laptops I'm using, which really help. I don't know, it seems to have helped a lot with the quality of the game that we're getting from this laptop. So we'll try a huge map. Emperor difficulty will be retained because we're upping the AIs, and I just want to see if, we don't want to get pushed over too quickly. We could go to Deity or Immortal, but it sort of just limits how we play it. You really have to play the game a certain way in order to beat the computer at that sort of level, so that's why I'm sticking with Emperor for now. And who are we going to be? Now, I would quite like to have a go with China. China are the sort of like, can you take over the world, forcefully. In a few of the games, we've kind of been pushed around a little bit, and I quite like the idea of having a huge nation and it being quite powerful in that regard. I'll explain more as we go along. So thanks for watching my previous playthroughs so far. If you haven't, I've got a link just below that you can check them all out. I've done games as various people: Persia, Shejoni, India, who else have I done? Polynesia, Celts, Netherlands, Siam. The Siamese one is actually going up adjacent to this Chinese one, so you should be getting both at the same time. And I explain a little bit more about my computer system in the Siamese one, so check that out if you're more interested in that side of things. But for now, I will explain about the Chinese, and they are a very simple civ to play with, and I really like them because of that. Great generals give you 30% extra power instead of 15%, so it's really worth having great generals around, and they spawn half as quickly. Sort of increased, sorry, I should say. They spawn quicker than they normally would, so you get a lot of great generals and they're very powerful. In addition, you have an upgraded crossbowman, which is slightly weaker. I think the range strength drops from like 18 or 17 to 14, so that's not so good. But he fires twice, which is even better. And, even better, he will not only fire twice, but pass on the firing twice upgrade to any other unit who wants it. So you can get Gatling guns, bazookas, and machine guns that all fire twice later in the game, just off the bat, which is really, really good. Papermaker is just gives you 3 gold, essentially. It's like the library, but instead of costing you 1 gold, it actually gives you a bonus too. So there's a 3 gold difference, and that will increase once you start to get things like markets and banks. So the Chinese are really, really good, actually. Now, we have been started in the middle of what seems to be a huge, an absolutely huge forest, I think is the best way I can put it. You've got marsh here. There are actually hills next to me, and what I might do is I might move my capital just so that I've got, access to the hills, I think. Let's just see. There are no hills that my warrior can get to. I'm going to do that. Move it to the hill on the river. Yep, here. Wonderful. Okay, by doing that, it means that when I settle my city, it'll have an extra hammer because it's on top of a hill. For me, it always seems worth it. And actually, look, coast here as well. Oh, I'm not going to settle my capital on the coast. It'd be good to have a capital that can't be attacked by the sea. But it gives me hope that we can actually quite easily build some boats later in the game. Now, as you can expect, we want to get the Papermaker rolling as soon as we can, so we're going to go writing to start with. And we are probably going to go for a Liberty start because I really like Liberty start, so we're going to build a monument up as soon as possible just to get us that early game culture. Now, this warrior is going to be absolutely stupid at moving about in all this forest, so actually I've changed my mind. I'm going to build 2 scouts, and I'm going to build them before I build the monument. There we go. Let's get the scouts out as quickly as possible, and let's go and explore this map. Hopefully there'll be quite a few untouched ruins around us that we'll be able to pinch. Fingers crossed. Again, more forest everywhere here. And a barbarian encampment, of course there is. I'm actually going to go and take this one down. Reason being is that I don't want it just to be so close to my city. That's going to just give me hassle all the way through if I leave that one unchecked. So, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take you down. Pains me to do so. Actually, it doesn't. It doesn't pain me to do so at all. Now, one of the changes to playing a huge map with 12 players is that we've got a few differences in how we set up. You can see here, the tech cost for every city is 2%, social policy costs are 5%. Now that's lower than 5 and 10% respectively than it normally is on a map, so the huge maps really do reward you for building as many cities as you can, so it makes Liberty even better to go for. And again, 1.8 unhappiness from cities as opposed to 1. As opposed to 3, sorry. So again, less unhappiness for starting every city. It's almost like the game wants you to expand wide. It's glorious. Glorious, I tell you. Anyway, that's great. Let's keep on going. Now, this barbarian encampment will be very tricky to clear, but that's fine. We're okay to do this at the beginning of the game anyway. It helps us massively. It'll A, level up my warrior, and B, give me a bit more peace of mind that I'm not going to get killed by the first barbarian invasion that... killed by the first invasion of the game. Pantheon founded in turn 5. I think we've got the Celts, ladies and gentlemen. I think they're the only people that can get a Pantheon that damn quickly. Rough terrain bonus, I think it's fairly safe to say I'll need one of those. And a scout has been finished. Glorious. Right, let's go and explore. I'm going to stick to the coast, I think, a little bit. Is that tundra there, I see? If it is, it means I'm quite far south. Which means, good, you know what, I complain about it all the time, but I do quite like being either really far south, oh no, it's just coast. I do like being far south or far north because it means that there's less people to kill you. The disadvantage of starting in the middle of the map is that you can kind of get surrounded very quickly, which isn't great. But, there we go. Let's heal up the warrior nice and quickly, and the scouts again, just come and have a look down here. Head back up to the north now. Beijing will grow to size 2. Now, I really like the sort of jade colour that China's got going on. It's quite nice, actually. Quite pretty. Here we go. Right. A ruin. A ruin. What joys will this ruin have for me? Please be something decent like culture. I could do with culture. Last few games I've played by myself, I've had really, really poor starts actually, so I could do with a nice start. Population, that'll do. I'm happy with that. Oh, we've got Silk Coast. Look at that, the Silk Coast. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start to rename my forests again, my cities again, just to give them some character. This is in the middle of a huge forest. I'm going to call it the Great Forest. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just going to call it Great Forest, like so. It just gives a bit more charm, I think. Or either that or it's juvenile, one of the two. Both work for me. Just bring Scout up to the north here, and we'll send this guy round sort of in an anti-clockwise, and we'll send this guy in a clockwise. If I've got my own sort of little island, that would be quite nice, actually. I could do with that. But sea access is great. Sea access means that we, in theory, can think about expanding to the Terra island very, very quickly. And Poland, hello Poland, how you doing? Poland are a very strong civ for humans to play, but they don't tend to be played very well by the computers. I'm not so sure why that is, but yeah, there we go. Just random blathering for you there. So this warrior is going to level up to level 3 pretty soon to the start of the game actually, which is quite good. Polish scout. They may attack the scouts instead of me. It's difficult to tell. Oh, either that or they will just sod off and head this way. Okay, fair enough. I have got Hanoi, a hostile military city-state near my borders. That is possibly the worst thing that I could get, I think. Oh well. And over here, Genoa, a friendly mercantile city-state. Now that is better. That is much better for us. I like that more. Okay. Let's see how the barbarians play this. They might double attack me, or just attack me generally. That's fine. And I can take the camp. Boom. The camp is mine. Haha. The scouts, I'm just going to move through Hanoi's lands and annoy him temporarily. He won't mind. Do you know I'm going to do the same thing? They won't mind really, I'm sure. And if they do mind, then, you know, they'll forgive me pretty quickly. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Yeah, move to that. Scout, up you go to here. Wonderful. Warrior, you need to just get back and lick your wounds, I think. It's going to be the best thing for you to do. Now, as I said, I'm going to go for a Liberty Start, and the joy about Liberty Starts is that you can expand nice and quickly, and that's what I'm going to be trying to do, I think. Before then, I'm just trying to think if it's worth building up some faith. We've got the Celts in the game, which means we're not going to get the first religion, and China has no benefits to getting religion. Sorry, and any ability to get faith any quicker than anybody else. So against 12 other AIs, it may be that I don't get a strong religion, but if I'm going to be going wide, I need to at least try. If I can get a pantheon at least, I might be able to get myself some more faith, although I've got no forest or anything like that around me, which is a little bit of a problem. Sorry, a jungle or desert or tundra, anything like that, there's sort of very quick faith generating ones. I think camps, that trapping, yeah, and plantations, all these guys are culture, I think. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a worker then, up until the point I can build a library. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, scout, just keep scouts on moving. Ah, another little hut. A joy hut. They kind of look a little bit like... Oh, this person is like a little guy reading a book. Hello bookman, how are you? What are you reading? What is your tale? 50 gold? It wasn't even worth... I might as well not bothered. Panama. This place is a maritime one. A maritime city-state, so that can help to increase the growth of my cities, which is quite good. Really, I'd need either a faith or a cultured city-state. I think those are the two that would be quite handy for me. But we'll see. See how it goes. Here we go. Pressing ahead with my scouts. Just keep exploring. I might as well just keep exploring out this direction. Although really I should probably explore around my, you know, the adjacent area to me so I can see where would be best to build a new city. Really, again, I want to be building on hills and I want to be building near luxury resources. Let's open up Liberty. That'll give me another culture for every city. At the moment I've only got one city, but that will help, you know, that'll improve a bit later. Here we go. You head this way. Thank you very much. Looks like I might have a little bit more space than I have done in previous games, actually. Fingers crossed. We can only hope, eh? Down here we go. Keep on exploring. Nah, I'm not getting involved with you, Mr. Barbarian. Oh, another little mud hut. Hello, mud hut. How are you? Another pantheon founded 1019, again quite quickly. We'll see who that ends up being. Up we go. Ruins discovered. Where? Oh, here. There we go. We might actually end up getting quite a nice coastal civ, thinking about it. We've got a lot of... Oh, hello. Zulus. Oh, dear. Where are these guys appearing from? The north. Okay. Zulus are very, very aggressive in the medieval era. Once you get the Impi armies, they are just insane. Insanely good. Awesome. One of my scouts has upgraded to an archer. That's good. And barbarian encampments. The worst mud hut that you can get out of all of them. I swear. It's just awful. I'm just going to use my warrior just to explore north. I'm just going to get to this line of hills and see what I can see. Just to see if there's any sort of really good areas to expand to in a little bit. It looks like silk is going to be my thing, doesn't it? Lots of silk around me. Desert. Oh, I don't want to be going too much further in that direction. Not much for me in desert. Archer, you just keep exploring around here. Thank you very much. Actually, I've got a nice little bay here, haven't I? It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, production has been finished now. That's good. We've got ourselves a worker. And we've got one turn before we can start to build the library. We want to build the paper maker. We want to build that fairly quickly. Until then, so we need trapping or calendar to get most of our techs, which is going to be tricky. Let's build a one turn of another worker, I think. Let's just do that quickly. You just keep heading in this direction. You just keep heading in that direction. Mr. Worker, what am I going to get you to do? Actually, you know what? I don't think there's anything I can get him to do. I think he could have been the most pointless worker I've ever built. Oh man, because I don't even have mining yet. Okay, after I've got writing, let's get mining quickly. And I can chop down some of this damn forest. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Oh, well, you just wait here, Mr. Worker, for now. I'm really sorry. I can't cut down any of the forest, and I don't have the tech to put trapping on anywhere, so... God, that was really stupid. Arabia, hello, how you doing? Where am I seeing all these people? Oh, up here. It looks like, okay, so it looks like the north could be where everyone's been populated. Fair enough. Right. We're going to change to a paper maker, and we're going to get rid of that worker for now. Build that paper maker up, get myself a little bit of extra early game money and science, and we can start to really press ahead a little bit. You go to this hill. Doesn't look like there's much to see really, does it? Heading in this direction. Oh, maybe the continent isn't as barren as I thought it was. Ah,
people of the United States of America.
US.
Welcome.
Hello. Let's see where you guys are. So the US are quite a close neighbour for us, actually. Fair enough. It's good to know, isn't it? Well fed. I'm fed, but I think that's because everybody else is making a settler at the moment. Maybe I should begin to follow suit. Here we go. Right, let's just get some embassies up with everybody, just so we can see where we are. Poland does not have writing yet. Fine. Arabia does. Let's see where you guys are. Okay, to the north again. Zulus do have writing. America, the Zulus can write and you can't. Come on, sort it out. Zulus rage his way. Oh, thank God. That's good. That's very good. Okay, right. This way. Awesome. Archer, just keep heading in this direction. Oh yeah, look, a little land bridge. And down we go. Let's see what's down there. Okay, cool. So, hopefully, with this population boost, we will start to increase our borders a little bit more and hopefully be able to build something. A republic, +1 production in every city. That's good. Let's do that quickly. Hopefully that makes a bit of a difference. Hopefully. Right. Scout again. Oh, a little mud hut. Thank you. You may as well just come back now. Mr. Warrior, I don't want you to go too far away. Go and explore down here. It would be quite good to get a boat to explore, actually. So sailing might be one of my next things to do. Aha. Lots of hills down there as well. Mount Kilimanjaro found. Another 50 gold. Okay, that's fine. Mount Kilimanjaro. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my scout next to it and then get the rough terrain upgrade so you can move through hills at double speed. It makes the scout just ridiculously good at moving about. Altitude training, that's what it's called. There you go. Not bad at all. We've got an ancient oracle. We get 30 faith. Oh, we get a pantheon. That's quite cool. That's pretty good. I think the best thing we're going to be able to do is either getting plantations or camps. Because we've got so many of both. Let's take a look and see which ones haven't been taken so far. Plantations, have they been taken? Do you guys see it anywhere? I see pastures. Maybe that one's been taken, actually. Let's have a quick look. Beliefs. Plantations has been taken. Okay, so it's camps, I think. Camps or pastures? Which ones are the trapping ones? Let's just have a quick look before I get myself confused. It is camps. Okay. So if I were to get that pantheon, it would increase the food from camps by 1. So making very good tiles around my capital. Do we have many? Yeah, we've got deer elsewhere, actually, haven't we? So, could be worth doing. Could be worth doing. I think otherwise, let's just have a quick think about what would be good to get. God King would give me a nice early bonus to gold and production in my capital. Especially if I wasn't planning on using religion too heavily. I am going to use religion quite heavily, but I'm going to use someone else's religion because China can't make one itself. Hopefully we'll get Arabia's religion. They're pretty good at making them. Let's just have a quick look. See if there's any here that would be great. I think the other ones would be Messenger of the Gods. That's quite good. No, for now I'm going to go for God King. It really wears off very quickly, but at the beginning of the game it just helps you get those policies much quicker than normal, so I'm cool with that. Scouts, okay, let's just head in this direction, keep on exploring. Again, look, they love running through hills now. They are absolutely brilliant at it. And Mr. Archer, you head in that direction. And you just may as well wait here. Actually, the worker, you are just about done now. So what you can do is you can start cutting forests down, which will help my production. And I'm gonna cut the forest down on the deer tiles because they may make a difference. Having a camp on a field, I mean, if it's on plains, yeah, here we go. Plains gives 1 food and 1 production anyway, and so does forest, so cutting down on that is not a problem. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's been great to have you guys around. Next episode we will be making our first few cities. We're going to be using both Liberty and settler production, forcing it with you know, cutting down some forests. It'll be great. Thanks very much for watching. See you in a bit. Bye.